A cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for space. It's Davidson. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He's going to fire deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Purdy on the Jets. Touchdown, Clemson. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it bait. It's a fumble! And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On the option. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Tigers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off.
Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback
throws toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Durham.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Unloads it left. He's got it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business. this moving toward midfield.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies.
Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hand off from the shotgun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Will run the offense out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Rush is on him. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
They boot it away. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Under fire. Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy complete.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Watkins. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. Smashes through the tackle. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
He might want another play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. From the shotgun, they'll run it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
The stiff arm, and now he's got room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. He'll make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Run in the red zone. It's Durham.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's a draw. Smashes ahead. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. going to the ground. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there, snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
With the catch, it's Davidson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Pulls it in. It's Davidson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He's got him. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the left. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Really really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Fires downfield. Pickoff. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time where you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He uncorks one deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It'll be a draw. At midfield, he's got room. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Right back to the well. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Short yardage play, they'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
And when these plays work, everybody goes nuts, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. But the 3rd down call, they use some misdirection, they go with the reverse. The defense, so disciplined, sound, run to the football and get the big 3rd down stop.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Unloads to the right. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after these games say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.